Hey there, friendlies. How's up? Welcome to the, 17th of August episode of the Beer Blades and Bushcraft livestream. I hope everyone's doing just great. Before we go any further, I do want to do a little bit of housekeeping and say that if you are listening to us time shifted, thank you for your time. I appreciate that massively. And to all of you who are with me live, thank you as well. Holy crap, I forgot my beer. No, well, I guess I'll just deal with it. I see Russell's with us. He might come on a little later, but he says his interwebs are not doing so well tonight. One of the dangers of living in an off-grid cabin is that sometimes the internet is no good. Excuse me. Who else we got here? Yeah, we got Simone. Nice to see you, Mark. Charles W. is in from Manila. How's the weather down in Manila? There's a fly trying to dive bomb me. So welcome to the live stream, Charles. Hey there, Chris. Chris Garland is with us. Nice to see you. Of course, we have Grace in the house. We have Pine Martin in the house. Good team we got going here. Yes. I asked Charles W. what the weather was like in Manila. He said, hot. I can well imagine that. Russell says, hold on a second, that I need to do some kind of musical lead in. I do have one live stream. I think it might have just been a tester. I'm not entirely sure. But what I did last year, and I used OBS, and because I've got a lead in with a little bit of noise. I think it was more like bird sounds or rain or something, rain dance. And yes, I would like to get that back into business. I will take the time at some point and make that work. Who else? Hey, Dr. Sharp is with us. How's it going? If, by the way, tonight you guys hear the microphone peak, please let me know. I'm trying to keep it a little further from my face to see if, when I get so excited and I speak loudly, because, I have feelings. Apparently it's been peaking a little bit. I did do a tester with my better microphone here, but I don't like the sound as much. I have to rethink this corner a little bit, which I will do again when I have the time. Let me just see. Have I caught up with everyone who's yeah, a bass riff would work, Mark says. I should do like the intro. Oh man, I'm so dating myself. But the intro to Barney Miller. That'd be good, right? I've got the right bass for it. I've got a Fender P bass. That is definitely a P bass. Yeah, I don't know. Mark says the audio is hissy. Is anyone else having hissy hissy audio? Go away, flies. Jeez. Longest Quest. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so there is a little bit of hiss going on. Am I going to touch this? I did, I turned the mic a little bit. Sorry about that. Is it okay? Is it like hellishly hissy or just a little bit? Because there's a few people saying that it's hissy, but if it's irritating, then I don't know what I'll do. I'll mute myself and mess around, but I'm not hearing any hiss. Only slight. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Then I'll listen to it later and see what's going on. A lot of people still saying hi to each other. I guessed it on one of Russell's live streams earlier this week. When was that? Russell, was that Sunday? On your Books Fest? No. Was it on your Books Fest channel? It hisses only when I talk. That is some weird stoof. Let me just check something. I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. No, I was just checking the settings that maybe they had changed something in StreamYard, but I don't know. It's bizarre. It's some weird stuff. But as I said, I'm not gonna take up live time sort of messing around with settings. I'll check it later. Well, if the hiss goes away completely when I'm muted, then we'll call that a win. I'll just mute myself and type everything to you guys. Sounds like someone peeing against my window. I would not know what that actually sounds like. And I'd like to hear the story of how you would know how that sounds. But if the hiss is disappearing completely when I'm muted, then it's not. Then it's definitely something here. It's troubling. I'm highly troubled by this. Highly. Um, exactly, Mark. Um, so let's see. Right. Oh well, I'm not gonna. Did I show you? I told you guys that I had bought Camille some bushcraft stuff, some camping kit for her birthday, and I had bought her I don't know, words, Jesse, ferro rod. But I don't know if I showed you guys the one that I had bought myself. I like. Did I ever show you guys this? By oh bloody hell, I don't remember the guy's name, the company name, but someone who I discovered via Instagram, and Craig Roost said he was good people and deserved my money. So this was the last thing I bought before I went on my uh, imposed bushcraft buying, not ban, but hiatus. This is the last thing that I bought before that happened. And there was a, he had like a sale on, and I could buy one or for like 33 US or something. There was this and a smaller one. So it was like, daddy daughter set. So I bought them, and I kept hers hidden until her birthday. Uh, have I tried wiggling the cord? The thing is, I don't want to create any like popping and hissing, like any big sounds for you guys. You know, that's all I'm gonna do. Hold on a second. Uh, Looks like a lot of people just finished watching Skip's latest video. That's Long Quest for those of you who don't know. I'll check it out afterwards. My buddy Robin asked if I'm sick of vacation yet. Well, there are 4 children in this house this week, so maybe, maybe. Um, yeah, Chris, I think it's going to last a while. The thing is, I haven't used it at all yet. I've been saving it. I've been saving it for hitting the woods. I don't want to use it in my backyard, and I don't want to test it before I get it in the woods. I want it to be a moment when I first use this. So I'm hoping that isn't going to turn into a disappointing moment. I'm out in the woods and I'm all set up, and then look, and it's like it's not a great ferro rod. I mean, I'll have a backup, obviously, but well, I have just now received the notification from YouTube that I'm going live tonight. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for being on the ball. Russell's hating the hiss because I don't hear it. I don't hear it at all. I'm just turning up my headphones here. I don't hear it at all. If I turn this off, okay, I'm gonna click something and tell me if you can actually hear me. I will speak. You may not hear me. Let me know. what I did was I turned off the 48 volt, which this mic needs in order to use. But if you guys, I don't know what's going on upstairs. If you guys could still hear hiss, it must be actually on the computer. I really don't want to deal with it too much right now because, you know, hey, Colin's here. Yeah. I'm just going to deal with it for tonight. Jackie's here. Mal's here, but she's finishing an episode with Ben. Okay, so she'll be in later. Nice. I just saw something Russell said to me over Facebook, which was kind of weird. Oh yeah. So, anyways, I wasn't sure if I showed you guys this. I'm really excited about having it, and I think it's just sitting there, right? It's taunting me. Hey, when was the last time you were in the woods, buddy? And I look at it and I think, one day soon. One day soon. I don't even remember what the measurements on it are. I think it's. Does that look like a half inch? I think it's a half inch to 6 or something. I don't quite remember, but it's much bigger than I thought I could ever afford. Sam Jackson. How's it going tonight? I have a couple of knives here that you guys have already seen, but just in case I end up with people on who are talking about knives again, I wanted to have some knives to pop up on the screen. I keep looking at this Ukrainian one. You know, my latest purchase. Well, the latest one that's arrived. I keep looking at it, and I can't wait to do the video on it. I can't wait to give it away. It's gonna be epic. I think this is gonna be a good knife. Going on the report from Alain Belsa, who's the person who introduced me to this knife. He says his is holding up extremely well. I think we talked about the steel and everything last live stream. I just like taking it out and looking at it. I think that in some ways we're in a. I'm not going to go as far as to say we're in a golden age of highly affordable and cool knives, but there's a lot more choices available in like the 100 and under market space, I guess is the word I'm looking for, that aren't terrible. You know, there are like this one here is from the Ukraine. There's what's it called in El Salvador? What the hell are they called? Oh man, I've been dealing with 4 kids all day. My mind is a steel sieve. Condor. Hold on. Hold on a second. I just realized I'm sort of behind on the side chat. Russell would like me to light a fire in the drawer to get this ferro rod into action. And there's a safe idea. Jackie says the black coating on new ferro rods is actually taunting us. Yeah, I know it. Not to protect the rod, is to. Colin, I don't remember what the steel is on this knife. I don't remember because it's not like stamped on it. If Alain was here, he could tell you. And the handle is walnut. I do not remember the steel, but it's not like a terrible steel. It's not Chinesium or any of that weird stuff. It's a pretty. His is holding up very well to use. Yeah, I think we're in a good place for budget knives these days. It doesn't have to be a Amora, although they're still pretty unbeatable for the price. Yeah, Colin, how's that car going? Oh, he answered. So at the shop, but the repair's been paid for, and we'll pick it up tomorrow, hopefully. Nice, 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 nice. Um, I have a cast iron pot or skillet upstairs in the kitchen. I think that if I was to start, slamming sparks into it, they would go over poorly with this. But I mean, it's more about I haven't been in the woods so long in so long that I want this to be I want using this for the first time to be part of the moment of finally getting into the woods, shooting a little video, making making fires. Um, by the way, Colin, I tried to send you some money during your live stream, but PayPal, I don't know, there was something wrong with it. I couldn't work it for some reason. I'm sort of in this weird position right now where I've got a whole bunch of computers that don't work. A whole bunch. I have two computers that aren't working properly, and what else? I did try to send you something. Uh, hike with Mike is here. How's it going? And yes, exactly. Testing it out in the woods is I want the first strike to be surrounded by trees and animals and such. Yeah, I'm I am really looking forward to it. Tyler's here. Hey, Tyler. Tyler built part of or the beginnings of a greenhouse out of Greenwood today, which is very cool. So if you do decide you want to come on and talk about it at any point, Tyler, drop me a note and I will drop you an invite. Um, Colin picked up a cattail the other day. Now, I do believe that cattails are what I grew up calling bulrushes, right? You're talking about the like the tall reedy thing with the with like it looks like a sausage on top. That if you just breathe on it, unless are you talking about an actual product? Hey, Tenenbaum's here. Yeah, it can. Okay, so yeah, it is a bulrush. Yeah, I had never even heard the term cattails until let's see. I started this channel in 2013. That's embarrassing to say. You know, like 2013, and I was still under 3,000 subs. That right there tells you I was not deserving of numbers for a really long time. I was really not doing this right. Um, but yeah, I hadn't heard cattail until like at least a year after I started this channel. And then I was like, "What? So is cattail an American thing?" And then I heard Ray Mears say cattail, so I was like, because fairly often, if the states says a word differently or has a different term for something than we do, less so now than it used to be, but it used to be that we had the British term for it, right? Like, for instance, uh, the sweet sugary coating on top of a cake or cupcake in all of civilization is English speaking civilization is called icing, except in the States, so it's called frosting. Stuff like that, like so. I just assumed it was one of those words that everyone else said one way in the Americans, so another. But I don't know. When I heard Ray Mears say it, like, so do the British say cattails as well, or was he speaking for an American audience? I just never know. Yeah, Colin cattails in Florida. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. So maybe Ray Mears was talking to like for an American audience then, because um, there are some uniquely Canadian words, but that one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. But when you get something extra on anything, it's called icing on the cake. That is true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do make good fire. Sorry, I'm not putting. Yes, very good fire starters. Absolutely. Um, Robin. That's because I don't use real ice in it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Excuse me. Yeah, so what I'll do is later on when a guest or two come on, while they're telling the stories and stuff, I might put myself on mute and um, unplug and then plug in a couple of these wires just to see if the hiss goes away. Um, sorry, not Kincaid. Colin. Yeah, I also love using birch bark. Um, I uh, I used to not be so great at getting natural tinder started. Like I was good with char cloth or charred rope or charred like punkwood or whatever, but trying to scrape up the birch bark dust and all that stuff, I was just hopeless at. And I'm still not as good with stuff like that as I am with. You know, a little early for you tonight, Bubbles.
Go fix your hissing mic. I'll stay on screen.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Be highly entertaining. Russell. Oh, I'm gonna go get beer as well. I'm stopping my camera too.
Beer. I don't know what to say now. Hi, welcome to Jess's live stream. I'm Russell. I tell you what, I'm taking off my pants. Way too hot and humid to be wearing pants right now. I usually don't come in this early to his live stream because I like to give other people a chance, and I think I've been on every live stream he's had in the last 2 months or something. Anyway, I love talking about knives. I don't have any here. I tried to order one Saturday night. I was a little drunk on my live stream, but I couldn't make it work. I tried so hard, and okay, here we go. I've got nail clippers. Okay, do you take nail clippers out in the bush? I think it's a good idea, actually. Put that in your first aid kit, because sometimes, you rip a nail, and then you got to clean it up. Yeah, that'll happen. Let's see, what else have I got here? Tweezers.
Am I hissing?
Sometimes you got to tweeze something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear the hiss. Hey, wait, can you hear the hiss now?
I can when you're talking.
Oh.
Hello?
Okay, shut up for a sec. I'm turning my speaker way up. So now you can hear it when I'm talking? But, okay. All right. I turned it back down again.
It was weird because I got hissed while you were talking, but not while you were not talking.
Well, yeah, because it's voice activated, right? StreamYard is voice activated. It doesn't listen to my mic if I'm not saying anything.
That's so weird.
Anyway, you're still trying to fix it? You should try and fix it.
Hold on a second here.
Yeah, oh, that made it much louder.
That made the hiss louder?
Yeah, can you hear it? There, let me turn up my speaker. Now can you hear it? That's what's coming from you right now. Oop.
Okay. Hold on. How's that?
It's still there. I can hear it. It's still.
How's that? I'm trying different settings in StreamYard now. Does that hiss?
Oh, that's not going to fix it. It's not a StreamYard thing.
Yeah. Because if I use this mic, it just sounds terrible, right?
Yeah, but there's no hiss. It does sound terrible.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm going to keep messing with it. You just keep being entertaining.
Can I grab a beer while I'm doing this?
Yeah, you go grab a beer. I grabbed one. While you're doing that, I will show the beer that I grabbed. The simple malt alt beer. The German style red. Oh, crumbs at 6.6%. It's still doable. So I don't know. This is simplemalt.com from Saint Eustache, Quebec. Pop that baby open like a pop can. Whoops.
Was I supposed to get a glass?
No, you don't have to get a glass. I mean, oh my land. See, because this is what happens when I get a glass. I just thought of something. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you.
Is it hissing?
Yep,
Shite. I mean, shit. What if I do that?
still hear it.
Yeah, now I hear it. This is gonna sound terrible, guys. I'm sorry.
We can.
How's that?
Still hear it.
Still? This is so embarrassing. How's that?
Still hear it.
Now?
Still hear it. Should I be nodding or shaking my head? Still hear it.
For land's sakes. Oh,
Have you tried unplugging it?
yeah, I did. I'm gonna do it again. Be entertaining.
Okay.
Chris, ASMR. Yeah.
With the hissing?
Yeah. Well, and all the like clicking and
Oh, yeah. Clicking and hissing and
mouth sounds and
mouth
sound.
sound.
I
Oh,
was gonna say bukkake, but I meant what's the one where they're what's the one where they're eating into the microphone?
the word you used was much worse.
I know. I know.
Mukbang is weird.
Yeah, mukbang.
Wow, this got real. Really real.
Oh man. That's Chris burned the computer. This computer I wouldn't mind doing that too, except it's a lot of money. Okay, I'm muting myself again and I'm gonna unplug a few things. All right? Be entertaining. This is where we should get like Tenenbaum or someone on, right?
Sure, whatever.
But anyways. Okay, I'll be right back.
Did everybody watching hear the watch the narrative telephone video we did? Jess was a part of it. Mallory was a part of it. Do you guys know Stacy and Sean in Alaska? Well, yeah. Sean in Alaska comes around here, right? Stacy's been here before, right? We all had much fun. We're just waiting for Sean to do his story next so we can do it all over again. In fact, I had a number of people contact me and say, oh, that was a lot of fun. Why didn't you ask me to do it? So maybe a second group? I don't know. We'll see. Hey, the hissing stopped even on... Well, yeah, he's muted right now. So he's... Oh, look at this tech support genius. He's got his Gen X shirt on again. Oh, this should be like golf. And now he's taking the flashlight towards the microphone. And he's looking about. He's very disappointed, I can tell, because of the look on his shirt. And here he is. Oh, he's going down. He's going way down. And, I think he's approaching the PC unit. Oh, yep, it looks like he's getting closer. Oh, he's massaging it now. I'm not sure what's going on now. Everything's shaking a little bit. Ah, yes. Oh, he's back. Okay. And now for the money shot.
And still hissing?
I still hear something. It's not as bad, though.
Interesting.
Oh, it's...
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it just came back. Can you hear it now when I'm talking a little bit?
Yeah.
So something happened.
How's that?
Wait, no, it's still there. But whatever you did kind of almost stopped it.
How's that?
Still there.
One again.
Oh, he's... Oh. Now what are you doing?
I was wondering if maybe it's because my headphone and microphone cables were touching and creating interference, but no, it's still hissing.
Still hissing. It's weird because it had gone away almost. It was almost quiet for like 10 seconds or so. So whatever you were doing before that.
All I did was this brush. How's that?
Same hiss.
This is angry making.
Angry making.
Angry making. Kind of better ideas right now, though.
Try rebooting.
You think it's the computer?
I don't know what else you could try. I mean, you've tried all your connections. Yeah. Oh, something there happened. Oh, but I can still hear the hiss. Oh. Oh yeah, there's something right there happening.
Hold on.
Definitely great.
How's that? Oh, that's way too hot.
Oh, there, perfect.
That's good?
Yeah.
No hiss?
No hiss.
That is interesting.
Don't touch anything.
I'm not touching a damn thing. There's no freaking way. I'm pouring the rest of this beer, and we're going to continue talking about bushcraft stuff. And
yay!
Cheers! There we go.
Right. There you go. See, that was it. You just needed a reason to wait for that head.
Yeah. I'm so glad I had to do that live.
So what was it? What was going on? Just your connection there?
Okay. I'm using what's called a Scarlett 2i tube or 2x2 or some damn thing by Focusrite. That's my my interface box. Okay, I have it because of recording, like home recording. And what I'm thinking is that I have to maybe use some compressed air on the jack, the XLR jack.
Yep.
Because it's clearly the jack. It's weird because it wasn't giving me issues. Yeah, maybe it's just dirty. I'm pouring my whiskey for later.
Okay, well, I can drop off if somebody else wants to come on screen. I mean, that's usually why I wait.
You're gonna come back at 10?
I can come back later, unless unless somebody comes along and you get talking about some stuff, and
I think you should come back later.
And that would just be a third wheel.
By the way, okay, you just said third wheel, which reminded me. Do you guys use the term fifth wheel outside of Quebec for like a camper thing, a trailer-ish? Yep. Why? Why is it called a fifth wheel?
Because your camper has 4 wheels, your truck is the fifth.
Huh. Weird. Okay.
I think that's what it is. I'm not certain. I'm not a fifth wheel expert.
Right. It's yeah. Tyler, it's straight up XLR. This is previous generation stuff. I didn't even know there was mini XLR. Which goes to show you how up I am on the latest technological stuffs. Just let me pour a bit more of this beer. Oh, that's a nice taste. I've never had this before. I'll show it again. Simple malt Altbier. German style brown ale. It's very nice, very crisp. Delish. Mark says, I just looked online. Whoops. Oh. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do, but hey. Hi, Rain. How's it going? Hold on. Cliff says, fifth wheel is the connection point on a truck bed where okay. All right, I'm going to start that. Yes, where you basically hitch in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. What the hell was I going to say?
Is there some kind of slang that goes with that in Quebec? Like you're a real fifth wheel?
The thing is, no, but I never really know when something's a Quebec English versus, like, in Montreal English, well, like what I'm doing here. Hold on. I just closed the light. I didn't turn off the light. I closed the light.
Yep.
And here I've opened the light, right?
Yeah.
And I had people making fun of my ass enough in British Columbia to realize that's a local thing generally. And there's all kinds of weird little things like that. Like you go into a store and you ask if they have something on stock instead of in stock, because the French word for in stock is en stock, en, right? So it's just like a little sonic transfer. So there's all kinds of things like that. So I never know when a term that I'm used to using makes sense or not. And because the fifth wheel thing didn't make sense, I just figured it was a local English term because they never freaking make sense.
I always thought it was funny too, but
yeah. Hey, there's a whole explanation. Cliff is
open and
giving us
close.
a whole explanation. Anyway, are you though, Russell? Are you? Are any of us?
I think therefore I might be.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So when you come back, you want to talk about knives, or do you have another implement you want to discuss this time?
No. The usual.
Did you order that knife, or did it just not get ordered?
It did not. It did not get ordered. I kept getting error messages, and I was too drunk to. Well, I maybe I wasn't too drunk. I was trying to figure out what was going wrong, and I couldn't. So I kind of thought maybe my credit card was just being declined. Like you make an online purchase with a site you don't usually make, and sometimes it's like, okay, we're shutting your credit card down.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me before.
I thought maybe something like that had happened, but then I bought my dough tag like the next day online.
Oh, whoa! You got a dough tag.
Oh, sorry, I did not get a dough tag. My bad. I forgot to get into the antlerless draw this year, stupidly.
I don't even bother anymore. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to go hunting again. We lost the land, and then I don't know, other things came up. So I think I've got a couple of boomsticks just sitting there, safe queens for forever. That's all I'm gonna say about guns. But
you can come here if you want.
It's expensive for me to hunt in Ontario though, because I'm non-resident. I might do it anyway. I don't remember. I don't. I have no recollection right now, but I remember it being. I looked into it like 18 years ago. I haven't looked since. Robin notices my glass. This is my rock art brewery glass, which is actually a gift from him. Robin used to travel a lot for work, and wherever he went in the States, he would make it a point to Robin, if I'm telling this completely ass backwards, you can feel free to correct in the side chat or come on screen. But he used to always check out whatever was a good local brewery and pick up and buy a glass to bring it home. And I think he always bought two. So I would always get one and he would keep one. But we both discovered that having young families or families with young children can be deadly if you happen to be a pint glass. So we're both down a few glasses. I think he's down almost all of his, and I'm down 2 now. But fortunately, not this one. I have my 2 favorite ones still. Hold on. Go away. Chris actually pointed out another one en route because of en route. You say en route. Actually, here's an actual bushcraft related question. Robin's got 4 left, and the one that I recently picked up for him. Cool. That one I picked up for you is cool, eh? But yeah. Hold on, where were we? Colin's asking, what about the best bushcraft coffee? Well, what do you think is the best bushcraft coffee? Like it's no like I make no bones about the fact that I don't really drink coffee much, but in the woods, I really like cowboy coffee. I like the way it's made. Um, I like the ruggedness of it. These flies are going to drive me bats. I like the yeah. That's sort of my. This is he would come on screen, but I'll put it up. But he does that. We'd all want to watch him strip the leaves off basil stalks to set up for dehydrating. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mm. So yeah, I think yeah, Tenenbaum, I do need bats, but I wanted to put a bat house up on the garage in the back, but my partner and I were non-unanimous about that.
She doesn't
Shall
like
we say?
bats?
Nope, doesn't love bats, doesn't and doesn't want to deal with it if the neighbors are scared of bats, and suddenly we have anyways, legit, but I still really want a bat house. Yeah, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. I mean, if the neighbors get pissed off, the last thing we want to do is start a feud with the neighbors, because we've all bought these houses. You know what I'm saying? So we're stuck with each other for the duration. But
Well, like a single bat can eat like thousands of bugs in a night.
yeah, I think I saw a statistic that one bat can take out like 1,100 mosquitoes in an evening. And considering that mosquitoes are hellish, I like that concept. Don't want to get like West Nile disease from a mosquito sitting in my non-Nile located backyard. Charles says he had a bat problem when he lived in Georgia. So what's a bat problem though? Like I've lived in places where there have been bats before, and it's not like we've ever had thousands of bats dive bombing us or anything. Yeah, 30 plus bats leaving in the evening. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that.
I would love to see that too.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that a problem? Why is that a problem?
Because there are no more insects left for you know what here's what okay, calm, speak. We have a wasp problem, and I have no idea where the nest is. I have spent the past few years using boiling water and fire and napalm. Not really napalm, deer mounties. I didn't really just say napalm. And like blocking up holes in the walls and stuff. And they're back again this summer, and I bloody hates them. I don't tend to kill things that I'm not going to eat. The two most dramatic exceptions to that rule are mosquitoes and wasps. They hate water, apparently. I think Charles is talking about the bats. We had 3 to 5 bats that used to visit at work, says Mark. Oh, Grace is asking Robin, because Robin said they can get in the walls, which is true, which is why I would have put like a bat house sort of near the
peak?
Sort of near the peak of the garage.
Yeah, if they get into your attic, it's a mess. We had squirrels in our attic, which was a mess, but
we also did.
But otherwise,
yeah,
bats are.
Cliff says I need a thermal imager to find the wasp nest. Where the hell am I going to get one of those?
My buddy has one. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, my buddy Ray has one. He uses it because in when he's doing solar power systems and he gets the inverters and stuff and charge controllers set up, he needs to see if there's any heat coming anywhere there shouldn't be.
Fair.
But it's pretty cool. I mean, you walk across the floor and then you can see the footprints. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Let's see if I can buy that at Amazon.
Hey, guess what I just bought?
What'd you just buy?
The number 1.
Did you? So it worked?
It worked this time. I think what I was doing the other night, and this is really stupid, is I was missing the slash on the expiration date on my credit card.
Oh, okay.
This is stupid. It's like you punch it in, and then it says your card number is invalid, or your CCV is under, or expiration date is under. And it's like, it looks fine. I don't know. Stupid.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll do matching videos, matching reviews. We could do like a Dutch bushcraft knives thing. Have you ever watched those guys? They're a couple of freaking yahoos, but their knowledge is solid, absolutely solid. They're highly entertaining, shall we say? In fact, they just brought out their own knife. It's funny because what's that channel that I've spoken about in the green room because I'm no longer subbed? Survival Lily.
Oh,
she has a knife out that looks like crap, to be straight with you. I don't mean, oh, what an ugly knife, because it's a pretty good looking knife, but like it's AUS 8, made in China, kind of. I think Russell. Oh no, he's back. And these guys, and it's like 140 US or something. The guys at Dutch Bushcraft Knives, I mean, these guys live knives, and so when they put out a knife, they did it with, I think like a European custom maker. I mean, so it's like a 600 euro knife, if I remember correctly. Hey, look who's here!
it's Dennis.
Dennis is in the house. We should try and get him on screen.
Dennis, you've been away, haven't you?
Yeah, he's been
Tripping.
Yeah, he been tripping. He been canoeing.
So get a haircut. Russell gave himself a COVID cut.
Nice. I gave myself a cut yesterday too. Just to sort of get styling, profiling. When did you get it? When'd you get it? The cut.
My cut? When did I cut?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was last Thursday I did it. Yeah, you set up a mirror in front and a mirror behind, and you just go for it.
Pretty much how I do it with the buzzer. Tenenbaum says, for her philosophy of use, he's talking about the survival lily knife. The survival lily knife. Wake up, dude. For her philosophy of use, AUS 8 makes sense. It's going to bend before it breaks, so you can bend it back. Yeah, I wouldn't spend my money on that knife. I don't want an AUS 8 knife. I feel that it's a little too. But what the hell's that Groman made of?
Metal.
Did you order carbon or stainless?
Stainless. Sorry, was that what your question was?
Well, no, it was a tack-on question because what the hell did I? Frontier Survival. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Everyone say hi to Frontier Survival.
Hello, Frontier Survival.
Oh, back to the thermal imager. Sam Jackson says the Cat 61 phone has a built-in FLIR, or however you pronounce that. I have an iPhone. Apparently, I think Tenenbaum said there's something I can stick on it. Wow, Charles says a haircut where he lives in Manila costs $1 or $2. Jeez. When I used to go and get my haircut, it was never that cheap. It wasn't really expensive, but it wasn't like $1 or $2. I just want to see. I can't click on anyone to check out their channels because I'm the host.
We've never been. Well, it's been years since we were able to do that.
Yeah. Hey, Austin's here. How's it going?
Which is dumb. I mean,
So stupid.
That's stupid. The host should be able to do that, though. Otherwise, how do you know?
Right? But can I'm just gonna put the invite up because we got a lot of cool people here, and I don't tend to put the invite up publicly anymore because of Russell things. The reasons we discussed. But we got some.
Here's the thing, though. If somebody shows up in their green room and you don't recognize them, then don't bring them in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I did that one night. I did this. I used to do the same thing, and one night somebody came in. They were just being a jackhole.
Yeah. Tenenbaum put the link for the thermal camera for iPhone in the I don't believe I just did that.
I do. I don't even know what it is.
Where?
Dennis,
Oh no,
it's
okay.
Dennis, grab some food and get in here.
Yeah, Dennis, grab yourself some chips or something. Yeah, see, the thing is, it's a $270 connection for my phone. Like, that's a lot of money to spend to find a wasp's nest. You know, I wonder if I can rent one. Like, just rent an imager. Oops, I just knocking stuff over. Look at what Austin just bought.
What is that?
It's like I saw it on his Instagram. It's like is it like a moped or a trail bike or something? Hold on, I'll get an image. Like, I think it's supposed to be an outdoorsy moped. Where's my damn? Okay,
It looks like one of those bikes that'll go forever.
there we go. Okay, I'm going to.
What is it? A Rocan? That's what I want. Rocan? Ryocan? Nope, it's not that. Rio. Nope. Is it a Rocan? Dining set? No.
There, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that is. I had never even heard of these before I saw the before I saw Austin's Instagram page. Rebel with an O asks, "What's this about?" Well, we're talking about a few things. We're talking about some knives. We're talking about that bike thing that I had just had up there. Austin, I would love to know what the mileage you get on that is. I guess it's a little 2-stroke engine. We're just talking about anything outdoorsy related. We're talking about knives partly because it's always a safe subject on my channel, and partly because Russell and I got 3 sheets to the wind a couple of nights ago on one of his live streams in order to. You should never drink and dial.
You should. Yeah, we're gonna need like breathalyzers on our computers.
Yeah.
or some kind of like advanced AI that just kind of detects when you're, fumbling on the keyboard and says, "I don't think you're okay to buy things tonight."
Yeah. Well, I've decided that if they haven't shipped in a week, that's my sign that I just cancel it, because I've canceled on them before because they haven't shipped like 2 weeks later, and I just don't have the patience for it. And in fact, I kind of I want to spend my money with guys like excuse me, guys like Muskoka. God, what's his name?
Muskoka Knives?
Nate Muskoka. Because he works at a retailer, and I bought my PFD through him. Just because, I guess, why not? If you know the guy, why not throw him your business, right?
Sure.
Okay. I think hold on. I think what I missed is there might have been a discussion as to what this Trailster is. Let me see. No, I thought there was, but okay. Dennis is rating the fridge now. Cool bike, yes. There is another type of bike that has 2-wheel drive. What is that, Dr. Sharp? Because I don't know if that Trailster is a 2-wheel. Is it? See, I don't know anything about it, but I love the look. I love the look of stuff from that era, 50s, 60s. Like, plastic hadn't completely taken over yet. like even in the 70s, plastic was starting to really, what is it? Take the day or whatever that's plastic was really overtaking everything else. Back in the 50s and 60s, it wasn't quite that bad yet. Am I suddenly hissing again? No? Okay.
I'm sorry. Something really weird just happened to me.
Something bad?
I put out a member-only video, and YouTube says, "Oh, this is age-restricted video. It's ineligible for ads." And I said, "Well, who cares? It's for my members."
Yeah.
But then there's no notifications went out or anything, so nobody's seen the video.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I just put in an appeal.
Yeah. Okay, so Dr. Sharp doesn't remember what the other two-wheel drive bike is, but it's essentially the other. Okay, Austin says that the Trailster is only rear wheel. Yeah, that's not surprising. Just from the look of it, that's what I figured it was. But Dr. Sharp says that there was a two-wheel bike, which I guess makes sense. I mean, if you think that those little ATVs and stuff are four-wheel drive, aren't they? Am I wrong about that?
Rokon. That's what I want. I want a Rokon.
Rokon. Let me look it up and share.
Yeah, Rokon.
Oh yeah, I've seen these before. Hold on, I'll share an image. Yeah, I've definitely seen these before. They look very bloody,
Bloody?
robust. But are they like 10 grand? Hold on.
I don't know.
87.75. I imagine that's US. Allow me to share the screen. They do look cool though. Moto tractor.
Yeah, I think they're not that heavy too. I think you can like lift one up and carry it around.
Oh yeah.
But I want to try one on my trail, of course.
Right. This is the kind of thing that you kind of want to try before you buy, though. Right? Like the closer you get to 10 grand, the more you're like, can I like lease one for a couple of months first?
Oh, I'd love to do that. I want to try an Argo on my trail, but I don't want to buy one just to try it.
I think those things are cool.
Like the cheapest Argo, like the very cheapest, like the kids model is like 10 grand exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
I don't think they're cool at all. I don't want to drive one. I think they're awful because there's no suspension in them, so it's like riding on a wooden bench with no shocks. And they're slow as hell if you're in the water.
Yeah. Apparently you can float a Rokon across the river. Interesting.
How does that work? I can't even picture how that works.
I think he means it just floats. You just lay it on its side and push it across the water or something.
It's not going to lay on its side.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's an attachment for it. I don't know.
There's attachments for ATVs. You can get floats on the side of your ATV. You drive into them, you snap them on, and
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, it's a cool, but the Rokon's not the Russian one, right? Because the Dr. Sharp was saying there's a Russian one as well. And this,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it says made in America, so it's definitely not the Russian one.
Yeah, so Austin says there's so much air in the tires and the rims also have a massive... Yeah, but how does that ride on the water? It's going to ride upside down through the water. That's not very helpful.
Mm.
Like, it's not like you can stand the
bike
upside
down.
It's gonna go...
Right? Flip it upside down, push it across the river, swimming behind it.
I guess.
Oh, Dr. Sharp says, from experience, things like that float wheels up. That sounds like a story I want to hear.
Well, yeah.
Take another sip of my beer.
Cheers. You said that's 6.6?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite beers is like 7 point something. Anyway, I can't drink it because I just get drunk.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't.
how you doing, boys?
How's it going?
Dennis, I can hear him. I can't see him.
Yep, he ain't moving. Oh, there he is. So what you drinking tonight, Dennis? He's not answering our questions. He's like, no.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, fucking internet. Oh, damn internet.
Well, there goes my monetization.
Dude, you know what? You haven't read the new rules yet, have you?
I don't want to. I'm too stressed.
No, you're allowed to swear.
Yeah.
Casual.
Well, now he's done it. We might as well just raise hell.
Yeah.
Raise
Raise a little hell. Raise a little hell. Raise a little hell.
We're gonna sing the
I'm just
effing
gonna
song.
grab a beer. Give me a second.
Okay. Grab a good one.
How did he get into the stream without a beer? That should be like.
Yeah, that's the.
I was like, if you see anybody else in the green room, make them show their beer before you let them in.
No booze. No.
or whatever. Yeah.
No hooch. No. No on-screen time. So, anyways. I want to hear about his trip. I mean, I saw he's got videos and stuff, but there's a storyteller aspect to just sitting. What you got? What you got?
Coconut porter.
Coconut porter.
Coconut porter.
Okay.
Where's it made?
This one is from Hometown Brew Company in Langton, Ontario, which is up by Turkey Point,
Okay.
Lake Erie, on the shores of Lake Erie.
Nice.
We were family camping there about 3 weeks ago, and got to try the local brew, right?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty nice.
That's legit. Yeah. Mine's a Quebec beer, of course.
So what have I missed tonight? What's going on?
Talking about knives. Talking about outdoorsy stuff. I was showing off my new ferro rod.
Ooh.
Right?
What kind is that?
Geez, I don't remember his name. And
Is it one of those Nathan 429683721 or something?
No, because it's not this big. I think his name is like Midwest Woodcraft or something like that.
Okay.
Does it come with a sheath?
No.
Oh. No.
I bought this and a smaller one for my daughter. Like he was having a wicked sale, so the two were $33 US. But I was saying before that I'm not haven't even tested it yet because I want the first time I scratch this baby to be sitting in a piece of forest somewhere. So it's like sits there and it taunts me. Hey buddy, let's go and see some trees. I'm like, yes, it's gonna happen someday. You keep saying that.
Every now and then take it, jab your leg with it. Ow. Ow.
So what's with this thumbnail I seen with a whole bunch of you drunk people on there or something? What was going on there?
Narrative telephone?
Yeah. What was that all about?
You haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched any YouTube since I got back yet. So.
Oh, you're missing so much stuff. So much stuff.
What? I gotta grab another beer. You tell him, Jess.
All right. So we did this narrative telephone. It's an idea that Russell had from one of the D&D channels. They couldn't get together to do games, so they tried this narrative telephone thing. Hold on, I'm going to get you a link as soon as I can find it. And so Russell wanted to try it, and it's narrative telephone. And so we tried it. We did an episode, and it was really funny because the whole conceit is someone tells a story, and then the next person on the line, the next person in line, can watch it once, and then has to like turn on their camera and go.
Yeah. So
don't take a break. Just you hear it, you turn on your camera, and you go, and you try to tell the exact same story.
Newcastle, Brownie.
Good old Newcastle. Yep. So it was funny. The story changed a lot, but I don't want to tell spoilers because I think everyone should go and check it. I had put the link to the video in my previous live stream in the show notes. I'm looking for the link right now so that I can.
I can dig it up if you
What
want.
are you doing to that poor can?
I'm trying to take the tab off. That's my thing now. I got to take the tab off of cans of beer. I didn't realize this. For years, I've been jamming that tab into my nose. When I realized recently that you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to do that. You can just take it right on off.
It's like my chains have been taken off. I've been set free. My hands are no longer bound.
Okay, I've dropped the link into the side chat. For those of you who want to watch it later, right-click on it. I forgot to put the note to right-click. And then open it up in another tab. Some fun stuff. A few stoofs.
Mallory had a nice little article written in CBC about her and her YouTube channel. Eh?
Yeah, and she was interviewed by CBC Radio Quebec, CBC Quebec, and it also turned into a written thing. Yeah, it was good. What I liked about it was, like, she sort of hit on Ben's PTSD, but they didn't like turn it into this whole sort of, veteran, war damaged veteran. They didn't turn it into that. They kept it about what, because the thing is, CBC Quebec is doing this whole thing on gardening and stuff like that, right? So, and she's near Quebec City, near-ish, so it made sense. Yeah, I listened to it and then I read it. It's good. Probably got her some more subs, that's for sure.
Yeah, I heard you mention Nate Muskoka earlier too, eh?
Okay, so here's the story.
His birthday today.
What? Really?
His birthday today, yeah.
Well, I will be sure to say happy birthday before I go to bed. So,
tell the story.
While we were on Russell's live stream on, was it Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Russell and I both got 3 sheets to the wind and ordered Grumman knives. Yeah.
To the wind.
We got 3 sheets to the wind and ordered Canadian belt knives.
I tried to order a knife.
And the thing is, I have regrets because I want to when I was ready to order it, I wanted to order it through Nate because I bought my my Salis life jacket PFD off of him, and I like working with guys that I know, kind of thing, when I'm throwing money around. Just in case he gets a commission or something, like he's the guy I want to go to for stuff whenever I can now, especially because he was so bloody problem free to deal with, and dealing directly with Groman is so not problem free. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mal's back. Oh, Outdoor Dauber is here, and he walks in with a zinger. Hold on. Boom. You can't baton a Cold Steel CBK. That's going to be like every channel has one like long-standing inside joke, and I think that's going to be the one for my channel. That you can't baton a Cold Steel CBK.
What is a CBK?
Canadian belt knife. It's the Cold Steel version of the number one.
Okay.
It's a rat tail tang. And like those of you who haven't, like, my channel's growth has been the biggest over, I'd say, the past 2 years. Which reminds me, I'm 10 away. Am I 10 away from 3,000 now? So I'm wondering if maybe I should do I think so. Hold on. Well, I'll check it later. But if I am, then maybe I should do a little giveaway. What are you doing there, Dennis?
Just opening up a SD card that I had replaced under warranty.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Outdoor Darby says it should be a T-shirt design. When I'm back to when I put T-shirts out again, maybe I'll think about that. But like, sort of OG members will remember when I did my initial review of the Cold Steel Canadian belt knife. I was batoning it because I have a certain raft of tests that I want to do every time I do a knife test, and batoning is part of it. And if I break the knife, well, it's a knife test, right? This guy, Mark is right. I'm 10 away from 2,600, not from 3,000. I've had some drinks tonight. Okay, so just leave it alone. So this dude, I don't remember the name because once the conversation became epic, I think he erased his first comment and it wiped out the entire thread. But he was like, "You can't baton with the Cold Steel because it's a rat tail tang." And I thought he was being constructive. I thought it was constructive criticism, so I engaged. I said, "I know, but it's like I have a standard raft of tests, and breaking the knife could be part of the test, and all that." But he just, and I realized he's just a keyboard warrior. And so I was like, okay, how am I going to deal with this? And one of I sort of mentioned it on Signal to my mod squad, and next thing I knew, the whole thing was gone. So either one of them sort of jumped on him, or he erased it himself from one of them saying something to him. But the whole thread, that 8 message long thread. Oh yeah, because I think Outdoor Dauber said something to him, and anyways, it just it spiraled into epic bullshit, and then it was just gone. And so people who remember my channel from that era, it's like, every now and again, so you batoning with a Cold Steel? No, I'm not. But I'm going to.
Now we know.
On screen, yeah. And I've batoned with it since. And every time, every now and again, I'll be batoning with something on screen. I'll be like, can I baton with this? I just don't know. I mean, I'm not a big batoner anyway. No, I didn't used to be a big batoner, but now I have definitely become more baton heavy in my practices because there's so much, even with an axe, I baton now instead of just swinging, because I never know if there's a 2.5-year-old gonna pop out next to me while I'm hacking away at wood or something. So I just find that if I just put the axe on and beat on it, it's I'm less stressed about surprises. Oh, Outdoor Darby says, I think his name is Captain Jagoff. I don't know if he's being serious about that. Yeah, he said I said something to him, but I didn't delete anything. Yeah, I think that maybe Captain Jagoff. Was that really his name, or are you just calling him names?
That's a name.
No matter which, that's his name from now on.
Captain Jagoff.
I think that maybe Captain Jagoff started having regrets and he deleted it himself.
So it's Captain Jagoff can't baton a Cold Steel CBK.
Right.
Let's be honest.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. He probably broke one at some point.
Mark.
And Mark says, sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Mallory's back.
Yeah, Mallory's back. She was finishing up an episode, but yeah.
She got married.
She did. She got married. She went and she did that.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
She got married to Ben.
Ben and Mallory.
The guy that she lives with, yeah.
Yeah. I hear they like each other. So I guess the marriage makes sense.
This is Captain Obvious part of the show.
Yeah. Captain Jagoff. His name was Captain something. God, Dauber might be right. I thought Dauber was just calling him names, but he might actually be right.
You could search through your comments and see if there's a Captain or a Jagoff in there or something close.
No, he says I'm just goofing around, but Jagoff is a term from the Pittsburgh, PA area.
I'm pretty sure that's everywhere.
Yeah. When I was in high school, there was a guy in our class called Jack Kaufman,
Poor guy.
And he himself just owned it. His name, no matter what, parties, schoolyard, anywhere that you wouldn't get in trouble, his name is just Jack Off Man. Right? He was like, yeah, he'd ring, hey, yeah, man, it's Jack Off Man. Hey, how's it going, Holmes? Because if life hands you that hand, you just play it.
Absolutely. I've said that for a long time. I've said that for a long time. If you got something about you that people are going to make fun of, you own that shit. You beat them to the punch every time.
Exactly. That's why I call myself a fat bitch. First thing.
His parents must have really had a sense of humor.
Serge.
Serge shows up at exactly the wrong point in the conversation.
What are you guys talking about?
Stuff. Boy stuff.
Just owning Captain Jagoff.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, Sam Jackson is taking it to where it really shouldn't be going. Okay, let's just keep right on. Geez, Shawnee showed up at the exact wrong point in the conversation as well. Wow, this is awkward. Hi, Shawnee. Serge moves right along to good evening, gents.
How you doing, Serge?
Oh, excuse me. So my final summing up on this beer is it's a win. I think I might buy it again.
Nice.
I think I might buy it again, yeah.
It's a dark beer, right?
It's kind of in Quebec we call it a russe, which I think is actually called a brown outside.
Okay.
Which, it's a brown ale. There's not much left, but I like dark beers much better than pea colored.
Did I just freeze up for a sec? I may have just frozen, or maybe.
You're not frozen right now. You're fine right now.
Yeah, despite my lousy internet, I think I'm doing okay here.
You still don't have that straightened out, Russell?
No. The funny story is, Dennis, you missed it. Funny story is, ExploreNet does this thing where they kind of farm out their on-site technical stuff to whoever is in the area, right? Local company. And I told them, I said, look, it's a 3-kilometer ATV ride. You can't just give it to anybody. There's only one guy will come out here. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. So, and some new company, the guy contacts me Sunday night and says, I'll be there Monday, around this time. And I said, did they tell you? And even the guy that called to set up the appointment from that company, I said, look, it's 3 kilometers by ATV. It's 30 minutes to get here. And he's like, oh, okay. But the guy who contacted me Sunday night was not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. He's saying, okay, I'll be there tomorrow. And I was texting him and I said, did they tell you there's ATV ride 30 minutes? He's like, oh, no, I'll get back to you. That was it.
Oh, well.
I think at this point, I think I'm just waiting for Starlink.
Yeah. Starlink's going to change the world.
I hope so.
Starlink has a relatively hefty startup cost, but month by month, is it heavier? Like a lot?
Well, right now I'm paying about $100 for ExploreNet. Starlink is about $129 plus tax. So it's a bit more. I'm actually thinking of maintaining both for a while. Partially because, I don't know if you guys want to get into this, partially because the Starlink takes 100 watts to run. In the summertime, it's not a big deal. And I don't think it takes 100 watts in the summertime. It's the wintertime because it warms up and it melts the snow on it, if there is snow on it.
Wow, but 100 watts.
100 watts times 24 hours is 2.4 kilowatts. 2.4 kilowatt hours. And that's crazy. That's like my fridge takes half a kilowatt hour. My freezer takes half a kilowatt hour. My computer, if it was on all day, well, it might take 2.4 kilowatt hours. But you know what I mean, right? It
adds up.
During the time period when I can't afford any extra power at all, and I'm using my generator like every day anyway. But so that's why I'm thinking of keeping both. Like it's an extra $100 a month but like ExploreNet handles like 95% of everything I do just fine. It's when I'm uploading or live streaming that I really need the Starlink.
Why don't you just? Well, are you like too remote for a 5G phone to make a difference on that?
Well, I don't know. What would a 5G phone do for me?
Well, I mean, the reason I want a 5G phone is so that I can live stream from anywhere, right? Because it's so much faster than 4G.
Well, how fast?
I
Sorry,
know.
how fast is 5G?
You know what? You should have asked me that like this
1G
time
faster
ago.
than 4G.
I'll look it up.
It's a full G faster. Okay, so
A G.
what's
Okay.
up, G? Stop it. Oh, this is the part of the night where I start saying stupid things. But I mean, I'm just wondering if, because the thing is, cellular service doesn't exist absolutely everywhere. In fact, Dr. Sharp is saying that he thinks 5G is short range, and I do believe I'd heard that somewhere. So maybe a lot of the things I'm waiting for 5G is not going to actually get me what I want. Like if I'm out there in the woods, I might not have any signal at all, right? In which case, it'll probably be just shift down to 4G or LTE or some damn thing. It's not the kind of thing that I spend all my time thinking about, to be straight with you. Well, hold on. Outdoor Dauber got a new toy. So he probably spent $50 and got like a Jeep Wrangler or something. This guy spends nowhere near what anything costs on anything. He collects deals like my missus does. Tell us about it.
If I could just finish off that previous thing, I'm not within 3 kilometers of the nearest cell towers. I'm about 5 kilometers away. So they're saying like 3 kilometers are very short range.
So does that mean, okay, and you're on what? You're on LTE?
LTE, yeah, that tower is 4 kilometers away. And apparently LTE works up to 20 kilometers. So what do I know?
Interesting. And like with Starlink, because with satellite, with a lot of the satellite systems, you have like rain fade and stuff like that. With Starlink, are you gonna have to deal with that?
I was watching videos. There was one guy who was doing it in a snowstorm, and he had less throughput, but it was still like 50 megabits down, 15 megabits up. Like it's still crazy fast compared with what I have now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that sounds pretty good. I want to know what Outdoor Dauber's new toy is.
Is he gonna tell us?
He will.
Is it a real?
Now.
I'm dying to know somebody who has one of those.
Really?
Okay, here he goes. 4-lead digital barbecue thermometer.
Oh yeah, I saw the pictures of that. Yeah. You had to get some dead animal flesh on the smoker. Yes, you do. Hey, Ian the Weblord is here.
Hey, Ian. So 4 leads means you could plug it into 4 different dead animals at the same time?
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, toilet break.
I think it's going to be the Russell and Dennis show for about 12 seconds.
So what would cause your internet just to start crapping out like it did, though? Because you've always had pretty good link up there, right?
Oh, that's a great question. Last fall, we went through this exact same thing. Like I can log into the dish and see my connection to the tower. Right now, it's awful, which is okay for StreamYard because apparently this tiny little picture of me that's going to you guys doesn't take a lot of bandwidth. But my connection to the tower is terrible. And I went a couple of months with they actually have a VIP guy there who deals with people like me because I'm an influencer, right? So, which was kind of nice to have a person who's, actually trying to help me, and he's not like help support either, help desk support. But anyway, I went back and forth with him for over a month, and then and we were getting nowhere, and we had a technician out to take a look at it. And then just one day in January, it's like my connection was perfect. It was as good as it's ever been, and it was like that for months until like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. I said to him, like, and I contacted them again. I said, look, nothing's changed on my end. Like, can you take a look at the tower? Is there something changed there? And they're all like, oh, well, you know, probably place your dish, you know, something at your place. That's like, oh, come on. And they're like, well, and there's other stuff like it's mounted on a tree. You're not supposed to do that because trees can move.
Yeah.
This is a great big pine tree. And then they're like, is there any trees in the way? And I look across the pond and there's thousands of trees in the way. But it was working perfectly. And they're like, well, did a tree fall down? I don't know. There's thousands of trees.
Yeah, they'll always try and point it at you, right? I know the same thing with my bad internet here. They keep saying it's me. It's like, what do you mean it's me? Like I'm plugged in to your router.
It's you know what they do though. You call them up and they've got this big sheet of stuff to go through. You know, check this, check this, check this, check this, check this. And then like if you get through all of that after 2 hours, then maybe they'll send you on to the next line of support because maybe it's something else.
Yeah.
4 leads is 4 separate thermocouples. You can put them in a brisket, a pork shoulder, chicken, etc., or the shoulders and hams of a whole log. Yeah, that's so okay. So that's what I thought. That's pretty cool, actually. So you have 4 displays on this on your unit, then? On your unit. Sam Jackson. Hey, Sam. Yeah, Sam, I did that. I asked for the same guy. I said, there's only one guy who will come out here. And they looked at the company and said, oh, they don't service your area. I said, yeah, he does. Contact him. Tell him. He'll come out here. He's a good guy. Jesse, what are you doing?
You can't eat on your own live stream.
Yeah, you can't eat. You can't eat.
That's our job.
I got this recently.
Ooh.
Oh, big spoon. Cool.
A big spoon.
Big freaking spoon.
Yes, nice.
I haven't had one of these in forever.
And it has a
actually,
fork on it. It has a fork on it too.
Yeah, fork, knife, spoon, middle finger. I don't really know how useful like the saw on one of these really is, you know, or the everything has a bottle opener, right? Everything has a bloody bottle opener.
That is funny.
When I saw that, I was like,
hey, anybody got a bottle opener? Yeah, man.
yeah, punk.
Jess, you need to do it. You definitely need to do a video on that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. It's by Mastiff Gears. Cold Steel makes one, apparently, if I remember correctly. I think everyone makes these, eh? And the last one I had was an Army surplus one. Like probably World War II vintage, you know? But I'm looking forward to... Now, here's the thing. I'm not sure how accurate these centimeter measurements are.
Well, do you have a measuring tape?
I'm not stepping off screen again to go and check it. Well, it's not the kind of thing that was really keeping me up at night, Russell. You know? I mean, everything else in my life keeps me up at night. This was not really doing it. But yeah, I'll check it out at some point. You know,
I'm
measurement.
I'm gonna send Mallory the link for some reason. She wants it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Outdoor Dauber, you can't baton with a Cold Steel e-tool. Are you sending Mallory the link?
Yeah, I'm on it.
All right.
It's not our link, but she'll end up somewhere.
It's the same link. Oh, I see. You're sending her to some random live stream somewhere. Bing, hi.
Oh.
She shows up.
That'd be friendly.
It would be hilarious, but not in a really nice way. She sort of, shows up. Trial
talking-
version.
They'll be talking true crime stories. Oh, who are you? Yeah, trial version. Yeah, that's funny because I think that was the first live stream I was on of yours, the whole trial version thing.
I think you might be right. I think so.
Damn, that was funny.
Yeah.
Watching that
Hey
again.
guys,
Do it, Mallory. Do it.
how are you?
We're waiting for you to do trial
Congratulations
version.
on your wedding, girl.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you want me to do trial version?
Everything go off well?
Yeah, everything was perfect. Everything was great. It was an amazing, amazing wedding. I went to bed at like 4:45 in the morning, way too drunk, and it was amazing.
Cool.
Mallory, drunk? I've never heard of such a thing. I just want to say goodnight to Outdoor Dauber. Everyone say goodnight to
Hi,
Dauber.
Dauber. Later, man.
Good night.
He's been a good supporter of the channel. So we're rewarding him by saying goodnight.
Last night, I think it was like around 2:00 in the morning. I wake up from the couch, and Russell
On the couch
writes-
already?
Yeah. And so I fell asleep watching TV, and so I look at my phone and I'm like, what? Russell writes me and he's like, trial version, and I'm like, oh shoot. And I look and I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. Did I miss Jesse's stream? And he's like, no, that's tomorrow. I was like, oh shit. I woke up like on Tuesday morning on my couch.
I love it.
I was watching that. I thought it was so funny. So
Did you rewatch that stream?
yeah, I was looking for the first stream of Jesse's that I was on.
Oh,
So I went back, and it was that one. It was the trial version one
Trial version. Trial version.
with the Hawaii volcano dude.
Volcano Squad, yeah.
Yeah.
Trial version.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
You sounded exactly like the voice. Yeah.
That was
That was
funny.
so funny.
Yeah. Oh well.
Ah,
Those are the
Sweet.
days.
what you drinking tonight, Jesse?
Well, I started off with this Quebec beer,
Yes.
simple malt, Altbier, El Russe Allemagne,
Mm.
Allemande, and now I have moved on to this, which I did some serious damage to on Russell's live stream on Saturday.
Oh.
I'm down to here. This is one of those ones I have to order from Alberta, so it's
Yeah.
going to hurt to bottle down on this one.
Yeah.
But-
I'm just drinking a regular leaf.
The
Leffe?
brown
Leffe?
one?
Leaf?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leffe?
Yeah.
I'm
Leffe.
drinking a Leffe, but it's the brown one.
That's very good.
The dark one's better than the light one, that's for true.
Hmm.
It's legit. That's legit. Hey, Dennis,
Yeah.
got any stories to tell us from your trip? Anything that's not going to spoil your videos?
7 days of hell. Done.
He's like, I'll just leave that as a cliffhanger.
That's
Yeah,
the way you titled your video series if you're on like National Geographic Channel, right?
Yeah, no,
7
you know
days
what?
of hell.
It was a fantastic trip, but Mother Nature kicked the shit out of us.
It was hot.
Oh no, rain,
No,
monsoon rains, high winds. Yeah, we had 4 days where we were just absolutely dripping wet for 4 days.
Oh no.
Didn't matter what you did under your car, whatever, you were wet. It didn't matter.
That
But,
sucks.
yeah, it was pretty nasty. But I caught my personal best northern pike. Did some portages that were like freaking out of this world hard. Up to our knees and chest and bog. Yeah. So you have to watch. It's going to end up being a 7-part series.
Wow.
It's going to be a long one. Yeah, I got. I quite literally filled 7 SD cards, 64 gigabytes. Filled them.
Wow.
Wow.
4 gigabytes?
64.
Oh, 64. I was gonna say.
Yeah, no. My wife and daughters bought me this little case that so I got a memory card for every day. of my trips now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that if something happens, you're only losing one card, not your whole trip.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a brilliant idea.
and it
Hey,
holds 8 micro SDs and it holds 8 regular SD cards. So
Nice.
yeah. I
Now,
got to carry
you're
a
using-
drone and my DSLR through the whole 105 kilometers and never used them.
Oh no, I hate when we YouTubers do that, overpack stuff and don't use them.
It was only because of the weather. I couldn't get it out, man. If it
that's
wasn't
so
raining,
true.
it was windy, right? So the drone couldn't
Yeah.
go up.
And
I
you
I
have
got the drone
the.
up for 10 minutes one day. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I think you've got a DJI drone, right? The one that's
Yeah, the Mavic
really
Mini.
light. The
Yeah.
Mavic Mini.
Yeah, that's the one I have too.
Yeah, it's the one I would like to get. So at
Yeah.
some point.
Well, they got the 2 out now. It's 1K, right? Records on 1K, and it's got a couple other functions.
Yeah.
This one suits me fine.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it out for sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Right?
or crash. One of the two.
I already crashed it a few times.
Yeah, I think I've crashed like.
Did you buy the insurance on it?
Yeah, I didn't renew it this year though, because I figured with the price that it's right now, it's not really worth it anymore to pay like $100 a year for the refresh. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get me the follow me mode so that I can follow me with an application, because I don't
Yeah.
have that mode on it, but I really want to do it. So
See, to me, the follow me is a make or break thing. It's got to have it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
2 things I want to say. Did Russell get insurance for his? Because he said he had crashed his drone a couple of times.
You can get insurance for a drone?
Yep.
Or not
right
insurance,
through
but- yeah.
Mavic. Right through Mavic.
I did not know that. I should probably do that. Like, does it cover, like, I ran into a tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Does it cover I ran into a tree and it fell into the pond and I can't find it? Because that's going to happen one day.
Oh, yeah.
Here in
And
Quebec,
you
we
have,
have a
to do it,
state.
you have to do it within a certain amount of time, though. I believe when you buy it, you have something like you buy your drone, you activate it. I think you have within a week to
7 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, they won't do it because, otherwise people are going to crash your drone and go, "Oh, I better buy the insurance now."
Yeah, it's called the refresh package for DJI, anyways.
Fair enough. I will, next time I buy a drone, I'll definitely get that because I will crash my drone into every tree out here.
Nice. Dr. Sharp has a question for Dennis. Have you ever been caught out in open water during very high winds and big waves?
Watch. Well, I think that's going to end up being episode number 5. Yeah, I've been there, done that, got the shirt. We got chased one day by a thunderstorm, and it come down on us, and that was day 4, and it's definitely that's going to be probably the best episode. There's a lot went on that day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I had a GoPro or something to film my open water in the high windstorm in Thailand trip that we did. Oh my gosh, that was so horrible. We had those they're called what are they called, the boats? It's literally a stick with a motor on the back of the stick, and he controls the boat that way. And we were in the middle of the ocean trying to get to this island, and everybody was like, "No, don't go with him. Don't do it," And because of the water crashing everywhere, we got stuck in the middle of the ocean. The motor went out, and he had to go into the water and fix the motor. And he didn't speak English, so he was like going underwater and trying to fix his boat while we were just there like, what's going on? Oh my gosh, he finally got it to work, and we were like trying to help him, but like there was language barriers, and finally got us out of that mess. But man, that was scary. Thailand is crazy.
Evidently.
When did you go over there?
We went in 2010. Yeah, 2010. It was like I went for 10 days. Ben was off for 3 weeks. He was in Afghanistan. It was his break. So we had literally just gotten together before he left for Afghanistan. So like we had a month together before he left for 9 months. And so we decided to get together in Thailand. It like in between his
That
tour.
makes total sense. Hold on, let me picture a globe here. Oh yeah, Thailand. Yeah, absolutely.
He had already planned to go with 2 of his friends, and so they were supposed to have like a huge, bachelor whatever party, all guys, and then
You
I
ruined it.
tagged along. But it was really awesome. We had so much fun.
Thailand.
I'm almost part of the guys, so I mean, yeah.
Sure, you look like one of the guys. Absolutely.
Yep.
Bum. Get that haircut, and you'll look like one of them for sure.
Yes, I will. I will get my hair cut soon. As soon as I go to the cabin, I'm gonna get that set up and I'm gonna cut them so short.
I was going to say, like I do, right?
I'm
Mal
gonna
and
shave off
Jesse.
probably one part, but
Well,
the rest of it's gonna be all short. I can't stand this hair no more.
What are you're gonna be like me, like during these live streams.
flip.
You're like, damn
At
it.
least- yeah. Well, you guys are gonna see like the longer you know me, like if you go through my older videos, I have like my hair was like starting to grow out. It was right here when I started, and oh my gosh, yeah, I changed it up so many times over the years. It was part of Ben's vows, actually. He says, Mallory, I'm going to love you and I'm going to think you're beautiful with short or long hair. It was funny. He had really funny vows.
You had short hair when you met, didn't you?
When I met Ben?
Yeah.
Like when we were like 13 or when we were adults? When we met for the second time?
Adults.
I think I must have had it here or something.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about one night. I guess I remembered wrong.
Yeah. I had my hair.
When you had bangs, you had shorter hair. This was a bangs discussion. I remember this discussion.
All right, let's move on. We've done this to death.
Bang bang, she shut me down. Bang bang, I hit the ground. Bang bang.
If this turns into a musical, I'm out of here. I can't sing worse shit.
But Dennis, we need a bass. We need someone to sing the bass. We have alto, tenor, baritone. I'm just taking a look. There's still some discussion going on about like wave size. In the side chat here, Mark says when the waves get big enough, they get further apart. And Dr. Sharp says we have an inland lake that gets waves up to 6 feet high. I've also been out in 3-foot waves. And a friend who said he was in 6. The Corps of Engineers have also claimed. And now, I don't remember where Dr. Sharp is. I know I've asked him that, but that was a long time ago. I haven't really had to deal with 6-foot waves. I've been sailing on some choppy ass water, but not like big freaking waves, not like Lake Superior style or anything like that. One thing that I think almost more than big waves, what freaks me out when we're sailing is when the wind has you heeled over at like past 45 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I start to get a little squirrely. Just a little squirrely, you know.
I live near Lake Erie, and I get out there in my fishing boat, and sometimes the waves out there will kick up pretty quick, and get some big waves on Erie because it's a really shallow lake.
Yeah. You don't want to end up like the Edmund Fitzgerald or something, right?
I am so not a water person. Like I am, like I have a boat, but like I will not do like those surfboards or the, I won't be the one in back of the boat with the rope. But like, I completely understand you on not sailing on the 45 degrees, because when I'm in my tractor and I'm on a hill and it sort of goes this way, I get so freaked out.
Yeah.
I have such a hard time in hills with the tractor. I know it's stable. I know it's not going to flip over, but it's just, I just really have a hard time with it.
Yeah, it's you kind of feel like it's going to go over on you, right?
Yeah, and man, a tractor, you do not want to flip that over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I get that with people on the back of my ATV.
Oh yeah.
Hey, your drinks.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Canoe.
Hey,
Good night.
we love you.
Yeah, I got my own city girl there, Russell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest waves that it was in Thailand, literally the biggest waves, because we were on this then it was a night travel boat, so we would have to sleep on the boat. Like, it was just beds all over. And so if we wanted to go to the other island, we had to be on that boat all night. And I woke up in the middle of the night because I had to go pee, and I had to walk literally on the side, on the edge of the boat. There was no rail or anything, just to go to the bathroom. That was really scary. And so, like, it was a pretty wide deck, but you had to walk along the side of it, and you're just like right on the side of the water.
Right.
And then you get to the bathroom and it's just a hole in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're trying to do that with all the waves. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
No need to flush, eh?
Oh no.
Yeah. Question for you, Mal from Grace. Those waypoint shirts are nice, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're really, really soft. I wear it like when it's nighttime like this because it's just so comfy.
I don't even know what that is.
Waypoint Outdoors. It's our friend. He's got a channel, Waypoint Outdoors. He did the 7-day survival with Rolling Homestead and Tyler Wood Bushcraft.
Okay.
Yeah. The Extreme Winter Survival Challenge.
Okay. So that's can we see the logo? Because that's his channel logo. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know him at all.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't been around much. He hasn't been posting much. I know he bought a new property and stuff, and is trying to. I think he's trying to go the homesteading route, but yeah. Waypoint Outdoors.
I think the last video I've seen of him was his one on because he tried out for a loan. He actually was on the casting for it, and he was explaining what he thinks he did wrong and why he didn't get selected. Right. So
yeah, it could be so many.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. It could be so many things. They could just, pinpoint somewhere and be like, "Oh, I don't think your personality will fit," or because they have to host a TV show too. Yeah. What's his name? Gray Man Prepping Tonight had Kate. Was it Caitlin? Or, what's her name? She did what? She did a loan.
Kylan Marone.
Which one?
Kylan.
Kylan, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
he's been on my show a couple times.
Yeah. He was on there tonight, just at the same time that Jesse was live.
Who is that? Whose channel?
Gray Man Prepping.
Okay.
Gray Man Prepping. He's mega massive prepper following. He's got a pretty big online live chat following.
I just discovered Waypoint Outdoor Adventures is the
yes.
Waypoint Outdoor Adventures. Okay. I've got the window open now. I'll check it out later.
Justin Van Ferrari. He's got pretty good editing skills.
Oh. I hate that.
What?
I hate it when I'm watching someone like, this guy's really fucking good. Damn it. I've got to pull up my socks.
Yeah, I hear you. I've been getting to know my new computer and my editing software, so I've been relearning everything and reintroducing my techniques with the new software. It's long.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Well, especially because are you still using DaVinci?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a learning curve on that, but it's definitely worth the patience.
Yeah, I'm like I have only scratched the surface, and I have so much to learn still.
Yeah. Are you having Guinness, Russell?
Yeah, I am. It just occurred to me that I have to get my port glass out soon.
Well,
yeah, it was Mallory, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, it was, but you don't have to take it out on her account because she broke hers.
Yeah. I was watching his video today, and he's like, "Oh, I got some goodies in the mail," and he starts opening them. I was like, "Oh, it's the port glasses." He's like, "Oh, I don't remember." I was like, "You don't remember?" He's like, "No, I feel so bad now. I'm so embarrassed. I don't remember who. It was on a live stream somewhere."
I thought it was you, but I like. I didn't. When you're pretty sure it's somebody, but you don't. You're second guessing yourself, and you second guess yourself right out of saying.
I know.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Pro Star Poor. Damn.
Damn,
you know what?
son.
You know what it is?
I did not hear that right.
Porn star poor.
Got a little disco beat in the background there.
I wasn't going in that direction, but sure.
Hey, you should have, though. Absolutely should have. You should always go in that direction. You should turn this into like the single entendre live stream. I have no idea what Mark means here. Hobbies like to flip of you push too much.
Hobbies like to flip if you push too much.
Moving right along.
Hobbies.
Shawnee approves of your beer choice there, Russell. As do I.
Guinness is good. It's not. It's much better on tap, and I don't know why, but
it's the temperature. I think it's because it's warmer when it's on tap than when it's straight out the fridge. You have to let it warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, see, Mallory is one of those people I'd slap right now if we were like face to face.
No, Guinness should be drunk warmer than American beer.
I'm kidding, Mallory, but like I've heard that before. Is like you have to have like certain beer at certain temperatures, and I'm like,
He's
oh hell
kidding,
no,
Mallory.
But,
Russell, look what just happened here.
Oh, but keep that bottle handy because I want to see the whole. It was this full like earlier.
Right here now. This bottle was.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about big waves.
Big waves, yes, because Mark is clarifying that he's talking about big waves with Dr. Sharp.
Wait.
I hope it's a small sailboat.
Can we just hold on? We need to pause here for a second because the typical thing when Jess and I are talking, and Dennis too, and I think whenever we have like Tenenbaum or Simone on it, like we do this thing where we talk about this and then that and then this, and the conversation goes in like huge circles around, and then we're like, how did we get here? And then we have a woman on the screen who's like, no, we were talking about this.
Keep us in line.
Right? My wife would do that too. It's like, no, we're talking about this. And I'm like, oh.
This is just redirecting. Just it's got to flow,
I think this is a typical male female thing. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I think my brain works like this, and my wife's brain works like this. You know what I mean?
My brain doesn't work.
So she does the same thing that Mallory just did. It's like, no. Anyway,
here's how my brain works. Okay, I'm like, I should go brush my teeth. On my way to going to brush my teeth, I'm passing the kitchen. I think I should wash Clemence's milk bottle for tomorrow morning. So I go over to wash Clemence's milk bottle. While I'm doing that, I think I'll put on a YouTube in the background while I'm doing this. Then 2 hours later, I'm 4 YouTubes in, The milk bottle is half washed, and my teeth still ain't done. But I remembered I was going to text Mallory about something. So I go in and I do that. And then while I'm doing that, then I'm like, oh, I was also going to text X. Like today it was a contractor about a job, which I was supposed to do like 5 days ago. So like 3 hours later, I've done all these little things, but I still haven't brushed the goddamn teeth. That's how my mind works. Or it doesn't work, depending on you.
Squirrel.
But I wish it was that simple, Dennis. I wish it was just like, yeah, that's squirrel. Because then you can sort of draw yourself back. But squirrel, oh, I want to feed that squirrel some nuts. Oh,
I can relate to that though, Jesse, because let's say today I woke up and I was like, I'm going to clean my house. And so I started cleaning my house. I hate cleaning. I'm really not a good housewife, just, for the record. Like, I do it, but I really don't like it. And so I'm like, okay, let's clean the kitchen, and then let's clean a little bit of the floor, and put a little bit of YouTube in the background or the TV, and put some music. And then I'm like, okay, let's go to my computer real quick, and then I'll like circle around, and then like I'll come to the kitchen 3 times and be like, okay, I'm still not done here. And then I went to the living room 3 times. And so it's like I do a little bit, and I go to every room, and it just gets so messy in my head. And the house ends up being half cleaned all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Try to do that all while my kids are gone, and they're rarely gone. So they're going to be in school soon.
Yeah, they are. I was supposed to install a pot light in that room today. The kitchen's very clean.
That's the words of a procrastinator.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh well.
Shani gets it. She's like, that's how I clean too. Just all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I'm like cleaning my desk or like this area, halfway through the cleaning, it looks way worse than it did before I started. Right? Because that's the part where I'm like, okay, I got to find piles to put everything in, and then I got to find places to put all the piles.
Yeah, you laugh, but this morning, I was doing my cleaning, and I got this idea. I was like, oh, there's got to be some sort of professional organizing people that will help me, because I want to get a new studio upstairs. I want to get some good storage and everything, but I can't visualize it. Like, I'm not good that way. Like, I have stuff in back here, that shelves that are not organized. Like, I have stuff in it. And so I have, I contacted this lady to get prices, and I found her. She's like in Quebec City. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it really exists. Like, people do come over, and they're like, they'll give you like a blueprint of what you need. Like it could be as stupid as your utensil drawer, like in the kitchen. Like, just organize that, and like everything has a place, and how to like declutter and all that stuff. Anyways, so I'm gonna look into that this winter.
I need help too. Once everything is organized, I'm good at no. When I'm about to just put something down on any flat surface, and I say no, don't put it down, put it away, then I'm good. But deciding how to organize a space, completely beyond me. Ian the Web Lord, by the way, says you only have to clean any desk portion that is captured on camera. For you guys, this is true. For this place, that's not quite true.
How do you only capture a part of your desk on camera? A live stream, you mean?
Yeah, I think that's what
I get. What you mean, but I like a clean desk, and mine gets cluttered, and then I got to clean the whole thing. Because if you don't take the clutter away, then you can't clean.
True.
Very true.
Get dusty and crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes, I do have a good excuse. The farm is a really good excuse on the kids. But the kids are going into school, like at the end of the month. Yep. Both of them. So, 6 years. 6 years later, they go to school.
God, take me back to 1999, why don't you?
My kids are 1999. 1999, I was graduating university.
Man, I was
You young pups.
maybe like 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! No, it's okay.
Yep. I was young. I am young. I'm still young.
You're still very young.
Yeah.
The rest of us are young at heart.
No, come
It's
on.
funny how the years kind of creep up on you and go past you, and then suddenly you're like, oh my God, I'm older than my parents were when I thought they were old.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Funny, the things that strike me are, wow, I'm going to be 50 next year, and I still suck. I'm still not where I wanted to be.
Where did you want to be at 50, Jess? Where did you see yourself?
Oh, I didn't even think I was going to be alive at 50, okay? I was going to, like, burn out. Better to burn out than fade away and all that crap, right? I was a punk as a kid, right? But, like, I went to film school. Where do you think I saw myself in, like, 10 years kind of
Like
thing?
Hollywood?
Nah. No, I have no respect for Hollywood. I wanted to be like an auteur, right? I wanted to be like Adam Egoyan or Denis Villeneuve before he sold out and went to Hollywood. I wanted to be one of those guys. I watched all those, those auteur movies. Not just Canadian guys. I mean, they're Americans and stuff. But, in my classes, my group at university, they didn't all just graduate and go to Hollywood. Some did, but some of them went to India, man, because Bollywood is a bigger industry than Hollywood is. It's much. When I say much bigger, they're both really huge, but Bollywood is ginormous. Because they're not only making Indian movies, they're making movies. They're making Russian movies. They're making it's a huge. So like some of my classmates ended up over there.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, a lot of them ended up in Toronto or Vancouver because, of course,
Montreal doesn't have any good. I don't know. You went to film school. Was it more like for the camera or for the editing side that you were looking at?
I went for script writing and directing. Here's the thing: Montreal has a terrific scene. If you came up through the French system, which I did not do, right?
Yeah. So true. Yeah, that's so true.
The Quebec scene is very, very small, which is why you see the exact same faces everywhere.
Everywhere, I know.
You know?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like if you're a French Canadian actor, you will never be without work.
No,
which is not true of an English Canadian actor or someone in LA. But
yeah,
it's like the same faces every night.
and every single show, it's like, okay, that person again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can turn the TV on right after supper, go to bed at 11, and you've seen the same 6 faces show after show after show.
I know, it's so horrible.
Yeah.
And maybe some of them are good, but oh my gosh,
I do think some of them are very good, but because the industry is so small here, they're not all good.
Nope, exactly. It's like they overuse them, and it's just like you sort of associate them to a specific character, and so when you see them in another one, you're like, no, because you've seen them so many times. Oh, anyways,
yeah, you've seen them so many times that night.
Yeah. I know. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like the Quebec arts. Yeah. I mean, cool, for them, but they're lacking diversity for sure.
Are they the same actors that you see on Just for Laughs all the time?
No.
No, I think they're in France though. Oh no, some of them are in Montreal, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Just for Laughs, they're always the same ones too.
Yeah.
Those guys are awesome. Whoever is the creative minds behind all that, those just excellent.
There's another one that they started. It's called LOL.
Really?
Yeah, LOL. LOL, I think.
Laugh out loud.
And yeah, and they have like these funny skits. Oh my gosh, I think it's called LOL. I'm gonna go check.
I just want to catch up with some of the side chat here. I'm not going to catch all of it, but Sandsock says, I'm middle-aged. We dropped the eldest off for first day of college. Excuse me. So I guess that's fairly recently. Nice to have the college-age kids out of the house, I'm sure. Mark says, I'm going to say goodnight while I still can. Oh, we're past 11. Okay, we'll shut it down in like 10 minutes. Simon is out. Have a good one.
Good night, Simon.
Ian's not leaving yet, but he says goodnight all, I guess, so that he can ghost us.
Good night, Ian.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on YouTube. It's a LOL comedy.
I think I've seen those, yeah.
Ha.
Ha.
Yeah, LOL comedy ha.
So you know that you're supposed to laugh.
Yeah, I don't waste my time on stuff like that. I don't like
They don't
laughing.
talk. They don't talk. So even if it's in French, like they don't talk.
Yep.
They're just skits.
Good old skits.
Quebecois humor is like when I was raised in Vancouver for a long time, you know, so when I got here, I was young and starting to learn the language, and then I went into this improv because they're really, really like good on improvisation skits and stuff. And when I saw the humor, I was just like, how did they think of this? Like this, it's really creative and weird, but like you have to, you know, it's just the Quebecois humor. There's and in the songs too.
It's insular, right? It's very place specific. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't have the Quebecois humor. I think maybe when I speak French, but like in English, you can't. Like so many of my English subscribers, they watch my French stuff and they're like, Mallory, you're so much funnier in French. And I'm like, I know. I know. I can't do it in English. I can't translate that.
Shawnee says lizard tongue makes the port taste better. Because of course, Russell, of course. Russell,
Shani, cheers.
Russell, Shani.
I've learned that you can't put this glass down. You got to hold. Well, you can put it down, but you got to hold on to it.
You have to hold it to heat it up.
Yeah, because if you put it down, you break it like
no, I keep my port in the fridge actually because I want it cold. But no, you can't put it down because I've spilled port all over the place.
No, Russell, you have to hold it. You have to hold it in your hand like
you have to love it. You have to.
And so it'll say it in the
cradle it.
instructions. You have to hold it to warm up your hand, and then you sip out of it. And there's no oxygen going on in there.
I saw a picture of these exact glasses, but they were joke glasses. This is not. See, some companies said, "Oh, let's take those and market them as port glasses." The original company's like, "No, this is a fucking joke." So, excuse me.
You're just so big, though.
Stop. Stop the conversation.
They're way bigger than mine are. I'm so sorry, Jesse. I don't know why. Sometimes things come out of my mouth that sound really weird, but his glasses are way bigger than mine are.
I bought a shovel.
A giant spoon with a sheet on it.
Jesse, yay! Jesse for the win.
Giant folding spoon.
Oh my gosh.
This is like, I'm the woman now. I bought a shovel. Sorry, that ties into what I was saying earlier about, anyway.
I hate my life.
Holy crap.
You guys is
Always good times.
I'm done my beer. I pounded this beer. Okay.
fair enough. It's okay.
Just one?
Yeah, you got away with only one. I had one beer and then I bottled down my bottle of Ardbeg.
Yeah.
Russell, I'm down to here.
I think when you're down that low, you gotta like smash it over your head, and just like, dar, dar.
Yeah,
Nice little tidbit of information there, Alex.
I have never taken a dump while on a canoeing trip. I believe, well, there are two ways to take that. One is you must have bowels of steel, and the other is you've
Or
never.
you have great balance.
Yeah. I'm just going to go with so-and-so has never gotten wet by flipping out of the boat. Because otherwise, this is getting weirder.
I'm going to say Alex has never been on a canoeing trip.
Or Alex has never
not a
taken
long
dump,
one, anyways.
Ian says, shovels are great at hiding all sins or changing conversations. Ian and I, we understand each other.
Oh, wait, Jess, before you...
I'm afraid to talk now.
Oh, no, go for it. Go for it. You want friends here.
Hold on. Oh, Jess, I sent you pages for something. Did you read them?
I don't bloody remember. You did send me pages. Because Russell and I have something in sort of common.
Screenwriting. Oh God, I hope all my old scripts I hope are still around. I couldn't find any of them. That's the only thing I found was those 10 pages.
I have an entire script sitting in this cabinet that you guys can't see that one day I'd like to go through. And the thing is, I kind of feel that it's a who cares thing, because it's not like I'm going to get my script into somebody's hands and get the film made at this point. I don't know anyone in film anymore, or at least not in Canada.
Well, you could try. There's several contests are really good. Like the Oscars have one. I forget what it's called. There's Sundance. There's the final. I don't know. Actually, these are years old, but I'm sure the Oscars.
Final countdown.
Final.
I have an extremely long script of 9 months of when Ben left for Afghanistan. I saved all our messages that we would send each other and everything, all our conversations. I saved them all. It's so crazy looking back at that. It's like, it's intense.
And you figure that's a screenplay, do you?
I think the story of our life and how we met and everything is a really good screenplay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, boy meets girl. Boy meets girl again as adults. Boy and girl end up together. Oh, boy goes to war.
Yep.
It's got like
so many stories. Yep.
Hold on. You need an A needs to achieve B before C or else D. That's how you got to fit that in.
We'd have to like figure out an ending, but yeah, definitely.
Wait, come on, man! This is a happily ever after ending.
We went through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say some kind of explosion, but yeah, Jess is probably right. happily ever after. See,
that's the ending we need from Alan. Yeah, exactly.
There's me and Jess.
Yeah. Just we were like this, and then. Boom.
I guess so many shows that we're watching lately, and it's like, I don't know if you guys have watched Outlander.
I haven't yet.
Don't say anything. In the plan.
Don't spoil.
No spoilers. My God.
Oh my gosh.
Stop. Mallory,
really
stop.
good.
Stop.
Yep.
No spoilers. Stop it.
Just drink out of
Stop.
Drink out of your glass, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
He's still talking for some reason.
Oh yes, Outlander. Really good show.
She's still talking about it.
And watch it with your spouse.
Oh.
Definitely watch it with your spouse.
She's still talking about it.
What? Watch with my spouse? Really?
It might spice up your life.
I think she said a spouse, not your spouse. So you can choose.
Good night, Sash. Good night, Sash.
Good night. Yes, they have really good chemistry. That's all I can say.
Oh, she's still talking about it.
Still going on. Still bugging Russell with the words.
I don't understand what she doesn't understand English. That's the whole.
Mais non, je comprends pas. Je suis québécoise ici. Voyons, Russell.
Mais voyons donc là.
Mais non, c'est no. No, c'est no.
Ah oui. Ok, oui.
Ben oui.
Non, non. Non, c'est pas non, c'est oui, c'est non, c'est non.
Oui, 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 non. Ben voyons.
Oui, oui, non, oui, mais
Ben
oui.
oui. Ben oui.
All right, I need another beer.
Right
I
over
need
my
to go.
freaking head.
Mes poulets, ça sur la
It
table.
sounded fun though. There's all kinds of wee going
I
on.
say wee.
I love that sound on TikTok. Wee. A little wee.
Yeah.
Wee.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
that was a good one.
Actually,
why don't we say goodnight to the people in the side chat and close down the sorry, Grace. Yeah, every now and again you get a couple of Quebecers on and everything gets really confusing. We were just making fun of
Oh, sorry,
ourselves.
Grace. We love you.
Oh, Dennis and I got off real easy there.
Yeah. To those of you in the side chat, thanks for watching us. It's been great fun hanging with y'all. I hope to see you guys next week. And
Until then,
until then, be safe, be healthy, be sane, and be kind to each other. Good night.
peace.
Good night.
the adventure's alive.
Yes.